Hi, my name is Christina and you're watching Sound Academy. Today we're learning about bars, bar lines and time signatures. As musicians, we all love music, we all love listening to songs, but another part to being a musician is analysing those songs, hearing a song and thinking, what key is this in? What's the time signature? What's the chord progression? These are the sort of things we explore on this channel, so if you'd like to learn more about them, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Anyway, let's get right into it. Every song you ever heard can be divided into sections. Now we all know how to divide a song into sections such as verse, chorus, bridge and so on, but you can divide it into much smaller equal sections, bars. Bars or measures are divided by bar lines and they're really helpful for the musician. The great thing about bars is they make it so much easier to analyse a song and to learn a song, because instead of saying sort of near the middle of the first verse, you can talk to another musician that you're jamming with and they can ask you, oh what did you play in bar 37? And you can say, oh yeah, it's this riff. In your standard song, each bar lasts as long as one another. But how do we know how long that is? Well, here's where time signatures come in. Do you ever hear a song and start tapping your feet, clicking your fingers or drumming on the table? As humans, we have quite a developed sense of rhythm. Time signatures help us make sense of that rhythm and express it to other people without playing something to them. Let's test it. I'm going to start playing my guitar and I'd just like you to tap your feet along, pay attention and see if you notice anything. I hope you tapped your feet along and I hope you noticed the differences, but if you didn't, feel free to click back, listen to it again, but this time pay really close attention and you'll hear it. So if you did hear the differences, you would have noticed that at first I played the song in chunks of 3, then I played in chunks of 2, then I played in chunks of 4. Now I call them chunks, but really they're bars or measures, and every single one of them has a certain amount of beats in them. In this case it would have been 3, 2 or 4. How would you go about writing this down? Well, we need two numbers, a top and a bottom. First you need to determine how many beats there are in a bar, which is how many times you've tapped your feet per bar. So in this case it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Here's our top number. Now the bottom number links back to my previous video about time values. If you've not seen that one, I highly recommend that you go and watch it before continuing with this one, as you're gonna need that knowledge to understand the rest of this video. So the bottom number. The bottom number tells us what type of beat it is. So let's see a standard example, 3/4. 4 means quarter, which if you've watched my previous video, you'd know is a quarter note or crotchet. So, bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, bar 37, bar 300. It keeps going on and on. It basically means every bar will be 3/4 or crotchet notes long. Now at this level, if you're doing grades, you will only look at time signatures where the bottom number is 4. It's the most common one. But if you're feeling adventurous, I am going to tell you about some other time signatures where the bottom number isn't 4. So think back to my video about time values, you'll remember that if you put two crotchet notes together, you get a minim, which is just as long as 2 crotchet notes. Now if we have 3/4, we have 3 crotchet notes in a bar. How would we make this last twice as long? Instead of having 3 crotchet notes, we could have 3 minims. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it would be 1, 2, 3. It essentially lasts as long as 2 bars in 3/4. Have a little experiment and try to put different numbers together. So to the top, anything can go really, but the ones that sound the most natural to our ears are 2, 3, 4, and their multiples. The bottom number. Now, not anything can be a bottom number. I'm going to put a chart here to tell you what notes you can put on the bottom and what they mean. So if you have a 2 on the bottom, that means minim notes. So 2 over 2 would be 2 minim notes per bar. If you have 3 on the bottom,
it doesn't exist.
If you have 4 on the bottom, that means crotchet notes. If you have 8 on the bottom, that means quaver notes. And if you have 16 on the bottom, it means semiquaver notes. You don't really get 1 as a bottom number, even though it would mean semi-breve. It's just not really done. I don't think I have ever seen a piece of music written in something over 1. And that wraps up our video for today about time signatures, bars and bar lines. But if you do want to learn more about the topic, make sure to check back on my channel, as I will be posting another video where I go into topics such as compound time signatures, the difference between pulse and rhythm, and so on. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like and comment on this video. My name is Christina and this is the Sound Academy.